It's good news. I booked a couple of films. I'm going to be working on a disaster movie, being a passenger on a plane that has been taken over by terrorists and is on its way down. So that should be a fun adventure. And I'm also working on a fashion film. And that should be really interesting because I got fitted for my wardrobe on that, which they custom made for me, and it's basically a lot of leather straps that are all kind of buckled together. There's not a whole lot there, so yeah, that should be uncomfortable. Anyway, I will do my best to shoot some behind the scene clips, give you a little something, but I'm not going to be able to do much in the way of hair or makeup or fashion tutorials at all this week, and I'm sorry for that. I hope you enjoy your week's vacation. Monday, I wimped out, if a 5 mile hike can be considered wimping out, and I wore my usual rut of yoga pants and a crew neck tee, workout jacket, running shoes. I spent the whole day hanging out with a girlfriend and her 4-month-old beautiful baby boy. So I think my wardrobe was just fine for the occasion, and I don't even feel guilty about it. Tuesday, I had an audition where I was going to be required to do a little bit of dancing and was told specifically to wear a fitted top and a skirt. Keds are great when you need to be mobile. They feel pretty much like ballet slippers with just a little bit more stick. I've had this skirt for many years. It's from Brooks Brothers. I like a pleated knee-length skirt. I have many of them in all sorts of prints. It's like the only thing that I have that's got prints on it. So I'm wearing them a lot this spring. Loving my orange purse. I'm getting a lot of use out of that. I never really thought orange was a neutral, but it turns out it sort of is. Selecting wardrobe for film is often very different from selecting wardrobe for real life. For instance, synthetic fabric. It sounds terrible on a microphone, so we try to select natural fabric for our shirts whenever possible. Shoes rarely show on camera, so we don't really pay a whole lot of attention to them unless there's specifically going to be a close-up on our feet. I generally bring a crap load of stuff to set, and so does the wardrobe person, and then we just play dress up for the character and take a bunch of pictures. The photos then get sent off to producers for them to decide which look is what they want the character to look like, and that's when I head to makeup. Fortunately, on this film, our wardrobe gal, Lisa Catalina, totally rocks. She sent me all the photos of the outfits that we said no to so that I could share them with you. My character is a total pain in the ass complainer in first class on a plane that has been taken over by terrorists. Honestly, I have no idea why they pick one outfit over another. I did end up wearing mostly my own clothes. The only thing that was not mine was the Missoni sweater, but everything else was mine, so it was very, very comfortable for me, even though it gets quite warm while you are shooting, and wearing those same clothes 3 days in a row makes them pretty darn stinky. The one thing that you can pretty much always rely on with movie making is that you're going to be dealing with extremes. It's going to either be incredibly hot because you've got a gazillion lights lighting up a fake airplane from 2 different sides, or you're going to be on a very, very drafty loft studio in downtown Los Angeles and be covered in wet, cold blood. I worked on a wonderfully collaborative art and fashion film on Saturday, and as you can see, my wardrobe consisted of body paint, leather straps, and fake blood. There is a video that you can check out if you're interested where you can see me getting covered in the fake blood. Now, this is not a look that I recommend for, really, anyone, but maybe the absolute most daring. Can't imagine a lot of good opportunities to wear an outfit like this. It's rather chilly and sticky. The blood was made from corn syrup, red food coloring, and chocolate syrup, and it did eventually dry into sort of a Tootsie Roll-like consistency. One of the last shots of the day was this new vampire holding me in his arms as he drains my blood from me, and then he drops me to the floor. Well, unfortunately, my Tootsie Roll blood stuck to his clothing and ripped off of me all at once when he dropped me. Now, if you can imagine having duct tape stuck to your nipple for 8 hours and then being ripped off super fast, oh my God, I saw stars. And then I had to do another take, and another, and another, and another. And thank God for Vaseline. That's all I can say. Sunday brunch with a friend and a stroll down the Santa Monica Promenade called for easy breezy and comfortable. Olive green is very popular right now, and I think it still works with silver hair as long as it's definitely a green and not too brown. And clearly I am a fan of knee-length pleated skirts. My cowl neck twisty tank matches perfectly, thank goodness. Gives me a nice monochromatic look. And yeah, the body paint did not come off all the way the first couple of times I washed. And I just fell back in love with my tan loafers. I have not been giving them a lot of love in the last couple of years, but I think this season they are going to get worn a lot. Please subscribe to my videos and find out what happens next week.